Joining us right now is Citizens United President David Bossie. David, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Look, we all know, and I've said this a lot on this program, that government employees are told do not bring your BlackBerries to Russia or China, because as soon as you enter airspace, those countries, they have access to all of your stuff, whether it's your calendar and your contacts and your inbox. So how many of her emails were similar to that? Because we know that is an issue, but that's not really the issue that you're talking about.
No, what this email is just a snapshot. It really shows two things. One, that they were concerned about security, and they were concerned about being hacked in these countries, and this is from a top State Department advisor of Hillary Clinton, Huma Abedin, and we see what Hillary Clinton did. She did the opposite. She didn't care. She had the homemade server in her basement, really disregarding all security protocols. So we show the contradictions here, and then we also show in this one email the closeness in which they're talking from the State Department employees to the foundation. They're actually telling the foundation in this email, hey, we're going to be off the grid for a couple of days via email. Use the cell phones if you need to get us.
Yeah.
And so it just continues to show we don't see the separation between the State Department and the foundation as we need to.
And I wonder if you think that's resonating with people, because that's really where the issues are, right? I mean, in the emails show that, for example, Huma Abedin she had a job at the foundation while she's also working at the State Department with Hillary Clinton. And there are instances where Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, did things for other countries and then saw money go into the Clinton Foundation.
That's exactly right, and that's really our point, and that's why we've really conducted a 2.5-year litigation strategy to try to get these documents before the American people, before Election Day. And truth be told, we're under court order to get document productions from the State Department all the way through 2018. And that's the outrage of this, is the State Department has acted as really an arm of the Clinton campaign, and they've really slow-walked this litigation, used every dilatory tactic to try to delay any of these things coming out. Tomorrow we get another document production. This document production we just got last week that we're talking about today. So we're constantly getting material, but we're going to get it for the next couple of years.
So wow. One of the things that I've been seeing in the polls is that there's somewhat of an email fatigue among the American voter. It's like we've become immune to hearing about it. So I feel like there needs to be a fresh message with what is the bottom line here? Because if the email fatigue is real, how do we explain to voters what's really going on in the easiest way?
Well, first of all, I haven't seen that kind of data yet. We're looking at polling as well, and we believe that the American people, as they become more familiar with the pay-for-play opportunities and the opportunities for foreign governments, foreign entities and corporations to give money to the foundation in order to circumvent whatever types of ethics rules they may have in giving directly to Bill Clinton, in essence, as a paid speech. We have emails showing that, hey, give the money to the foundation so no one will see it as income to Bill Clinton. These types of things, the American people are tired of it. It's one of the reasons Donald Trump is the nominee. They're tired, the American people tend to be tired of the politics as usual, that revolving door of Washington, where you work in the government and then you run out and you make a lot of money.
David, to that point, American politics, not to excuse what was going on with the Clinton Foundation and the State Department at the same time, sure, but people in this country give money to political candidates for access. That's what they expect when they give somebody some money. Explain to me how this is different, because, again, people are looking for the actual pay-to-play where somebody received a favor directly because they gave the
sure,
Clintons money through the foundation.
Just yesterday, we released some documents, some emails showing that corporate heads that were giving millions of dollars, anywhere from $1 to $10 million, to the Clinton Foundation, were going through the foundation to gain access to state lunches or to other Secretary of State events or with the president. And so they were using the access to the foundation to gain access that other people wouldn't have. And that's what is very troubling. And it's really just the tip of the iceberg. We just got that batch of documents last week, and we're analyzing the donors in it and the folks that are involved. But now we have to go through and look for any policy changes or any favors they've received.
So have you, what is the explanation from Hillary Clinton when these stories are presented to her?
Well, you know, clearly Secretary Clinton hasn't answered many of these questions, and it's one of the reasons that I and many others are calling for her to hold a press conference. I actually believe she should hold a joint press conference with Bill Clinton to explain exactly how the foundation was operated and how it will operate in the future. I think clarity and I think really a bright light test on the foundation is what's required right now between now and Election Day. We can't do this after Election Day. And by the way, as I said, we are under court order to get documents from the State Department for the next couple of years. And I worry that we're going to get the worst material from Hillary Clinton's standpoint post-election.